All right, so it's DeDe in the morning. All right, y'all. Symone is back with us. I love it.
Hey,
y'all.
And
we have
attorney Symone Redwine.
That's me.
What's wrong?
I mean, we have one goal. Our goal is to go viral.
Woo!
Period.
Oh, that's me all day.
Yeah. We're going
You
viral.
go viral all the time. Though.
I don't mean to, though. I think that's the thing. Like, some people, like, try to go viral.
Yeah. See, he wants to try. I don't.
No.
Yeah,
See
Diddy
that?
doesn't try.
When you try to do something, I feel like it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's not my goal. My goal is to
Don't
have
do that. No.
a good, like, I want to have a good show. I want to have a great,
being a
conversation.
tryhard can pay off. Well, let's do both. Let's go.
Nowadays, people try hard to me all the time, though. Have y'all noticed that? Like you said, people, they try to go viral, but you don't.
Yeah, no. Like, literally yesterday morning, I woke up and this page had reposted a video I had done on Twitch in the NDA Twitch boss, the gentleman who was the dancer with Ellen and stuff.
Right.
And I was like, oh, and my mom was like, girl, you saw this page, this, such, such. And I said, oh, look at this. But it was just, I'm just telling truths. I'm just doing my thing. And it's kind of like, if God blesses me with that, then that's cool.
Right.
But the more people like that see it, the more people I can help. But also it's just like, when you're unauthentic, people can tell.
I think so too, and I think there's a lot of it online. And I got to be honest with you, if I see one more person in front of a video dancing and trying to be stupid so they can gain and garner some followers, I don't know what I'm gonna do. As soon as I see it, I keep moving. I go, you're trying, and I see you screaming.
Yeah,
that's what I see. When I see people do that, I'm going, I see you screaming for attention, and it bothers me.
Yeah,
but it's also that thin line, right? Because you want to be successful, you got to try to push that envelope if you can, right? You don't want to be basic
but dancing
and boring.
stupid in front of the camera, looking stupid, and you ain't
But
pushing
if
the
you have
envelope.
a niche-
Everybody's doing it.
But if
well,
you
this
have a
woman
niche.
just created a niche.
Yeah.
Hers is she dances and talks about her dead daughter. Her daughter died of like a heart disease or something at 13, like within the last year. And she'll do, and then like post facts about her daughter.
No.
It's weird.
Okay, it's weird, but it's her.
But it's working to you.
If that's her way to deal with the sorrow, one of the greatest sorrows in the world.
Is it sorrow? Or is it using your daughter to gain followers?
That's what she uses as the mechanism to deal with the pain.
That's what she says.
This is what he. Okay, let's talk though. Real quick.
I think she needed a collection plate to pay for that funeral. Okay, she's like, let me get this money come through here, and I can pay these bills. I got these hospital bills. Girl, just call me. I got a better way. I can get it relieved.
Speaking of hospital bills and paying bills, let me just ask, and I'm probably going to say something that's not very popular.
Let's do it. Let's get in trouble.
About the guy, the whole, what was his name, Twitch?
Yes, Twitch.
Okay. Here's the thing that's crazy about it. I remember him on Ellen, but I didn't really watch Ellen a lot.
Yeah.
I just knew of him. I didn't get into. I didn't know. I knew his wife was a dancer, and sometimes they would dance together. All of this stuff. And we're finding out about her making everybody sign NDAs at the funeral. And then people are mad at her for profiting off of his death. My question to you is, and I really want to throw this out to people because I'm seeing people go on and on and on. He left her and the kids weren't they in a financial situation that wasn't good?
That is what she says.
Okay. And that if she's doing this to make money to make sure his kids are taken care of, is this okay, everybody? Is that fair? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you. But here, the issue isn't what she's doing. It's how she's doing it. It's how
she do it.
She's doing it. For example, she could have shared and wrote her book without calling him a drug addict in jest.
But that wouldn't have sold, right?
Well, she could have said he struggled with things and this and that, but she didn't have to tarnish his legacy. You can tell the story in those things without tarnishing the legacy. And then in addition, there was no need for an NDA to a funeral. The excuse that she gives is she didn't want people to tell his story before she got a chance to. Listen, Lil B. First of all.
What does that mean, little beautiful woman?
Yeah, beautiful child of God.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. Like, first of all, it's an invalid NDA because at the end of the day, the moment you have to, with the NDA, you have to exchange confidential information. The moment the information is no longer confidential, no one has to maintain.
What makes it not confidential anymore?
She told his business.
Oh,
now.
Now.
So that means, okay, what you're saying is that because she told his business in the book now, the NDAs they signed a year ago or whenever are now null and void?
Correct. And even before then, though, I don't believe that there was any confidential information exchange. Now, she didn't want people to take photos of him and release that to the media. No problem. That absolutely.
I can anybody doing that.
That's reasonable.
Right.
Anybody can protect that. But anything beyond that, like the conversations when people get up, for example, at a funeral and they tell a story, that's not confidential anymore. Right. You told it to these 50 people.
Right.
This is,
Public.
and it's not. It wasn't a private situation. So the funeral itself is not considered private because you've invited the public to it. The obituary.
It's like an open door, right? Policy, maybe.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and part of her argument was, well, I didn't know the people that his family invited. Girl, it's a funeral.
Okay.
It came on out, didn't it? It's coming on out.
It's a funeral. I don't like when people play with the dead. Okay, it's the Creole in me. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. All right. She said, I don't like when you play with the
B
dead.
is for biscuit. You're just hungry.
Yeah.
Okay, so Symone, let me ask you this then. I want to move on because, again, I don't really know that story. You guys are familiar with the story a lot?
A little bit. Her character is starting to be questioned here because at first I thought she was a mourning wife. I thought she actually, but just the way, like she said, the way you're handling just seems like opportunistic. Like, do you care about him and his legacy? Like the way you're calling him out? Was there bad blood? I
Not to mention 2 days after his death, she changed her name from his name back to her maiden name. Girl, it's the name of your kids.
Wow.
Why would you do this?
Wow. I didn't know
it was that, and then it was also the fact that the pow he used was hers, registered to her.
Wow.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
There is
getting ugly.
conspiracies about his death anyway, though.
Yeah,
I know
that's
you've
getting
seen.
ugly.
Have you been seeing the conspiracies about his death? Have you ever read about him?
I
They tried to
did.
connect it to Diddy.
Oh,
Allegedly,
Diddy?
yeah.
Okay, now.
Have y'all seen that and heard about it?
I didn't see that one.
I know JJ has it. JJ's like, I don't know nothing about this. JJ's a comedian. He said, all I know is Comedy World. Now, if you start talking about Cat Williams, talking about celebrities,
What?
JJ in it.
I know how he perm his hair and everything.
Yeah. But there's other stuff. JJ's like, I don't know. And I think I saw JJ yawn just a minute ago. JJ's like, I don't understand this.
You better not.
Yeah, but hold on. But this thing, I haven't really been into her story, but I did hear the allegations of, they were saying that he worked with Ellen. Ellen wasn't nice. Have y'all heard that?
Ellen hasn't
They
been
did
in the
say
country
Ellen.
for how long? She's been gone for what?
Baby.
They say Ellen's out of the country based on that there was some connection with Diddy. They're also saying that you guys know this about Kanye West. Allegedly,
He gone.
Kanye ain't coming back because of his connection.
Oh,
the Diddy
no.
story.
Not
so they
just
say.
because he owes money.
Okay, not because what?
Just owes money.
Oh, does he?
Lawsuit. Like he coming to the States, he's getting lawsuits.
He's got
left
multiple
and right.
lawsuits against him for like sexual harassment, for
That's
sexually
right, he
harassing
sure
his
does, too.
workers.
Are we funny that everybody was sexually harassing somebody in this? All these men were taking advantage of their position. Is that what it is?
But at the end of the day, I think it's kind of the industry.
That's what
I
agree.
music industry is a sexual industry. So I'm not saying it's right, but I am saying that's how it was done.
But let's talk about the violation of power, like the levels of So
sure.
I'm drunk with power, so I start yelling at people, right? That's not the same as me being drunk with power and sexually assaulting women,
Correct.
right?
Yeah,
but me
don't touch my
talking to
booty.
you bad, you're a terrible person. You talk to people bad. You let that power go to your head. I get it. I mean, that's,
Hold on a second. Are you trying to say something about me? You think that I talk bad to you? That I'm
when did this
abusing
stop
my
working?
power?
When did
Is
this
that?
stop
I mean,
working?
I was like, what's he talking
It's a
about?
hostile work
I
environment.
haven't
Ooh.
propositioned you with no sex though. I
Not
haven't
if you,
sexually
not
assaulted
if you want the
Apparently,
proposition to
nobody in
work.
this office wants to have sex with Jay Cruz.
I know it. No.
No, that's something I've been dealing with for a long time.
Right.
It's just that's a whole nother.
Okay, but let's talk for real. You guys haven't heard the rumors about Ellen?
I did not. Ellen, yes.
And the connections to the Diddy thing and all this other stuff, and then she's not a nice person.
That's
and
a whole
then
rabbit hole.
They were trying to say that he was connected somehow to the Diddy allegations too, and that maybe this really was. You heard that too? That allegedly it wasn't a suicide.
Yes, I did hear that.
Snap! That's a
And-
whole nother. Oh my!
Yeah,
There's
and she hired an attorney within 24 hours of his death,
Really? For
a
what?
defense
For
attorney.
what?
and didn't make a statement.
She hired a defense
What?
attorney, and
Or if she made one with him. Yes, she hired a. That's what got me. You hire a defense attorney, girl. You crazy? Yeah. What you
I'm
did?
not
What is going on?
mourning.
Something
Like what's
about this-
going on?
And I'm a lawyer who says never talk to the police without representation. But it's different if this is supposed to be a clear cut unaliving.
My husband, like
Of my husband.
a sad situation.
I'm not running and going through Google to find me a lawyer to sit with. Girl.
Okay. All right. So let's talk about something else then, Symone, that came up in the news. So Diddy, this every day it's a new allegation, a new lawsuit. Now I saw a new one, and now they're also saying that Diddy is saying that these tapes that Cassie gave, these 9 tapes, will show that it was consensual sex and there's no freak off. Is that true? Have you heard about that?
So yeah, that's the allegation. But the challenge is the way in which she describes him controlling her and basically her not doing things with consent is because she knew it would be a butt whooping if she didn't comply.
That's what I see. You're talking about the part that I see a lot of people and women people aren't understanding.
Right.
When you see a guy's car get blown up, a man tells you I'm gonna blow the man's car up, or you see somebody get dangled over a damn balcony, or if you're hearing the other rumors of things that were going on, you're like, there's no way of getting out. People act like it was easy to run.
Well, on camera, I'm part of it and I'm enjoying it because off camera, he'll kill me. He'll drag me to a pulp. Like, so, yeah. Are you
going to drag me to? It's no different than like when people are kidnapped. And then they start strategizing, and they're like, oh, I'm going to make this person think I like them.
I love them.
Yeah. Well, if you turn the camera on during that part where I'm play loving on you, it's going to look different than when I get this knife and I'm trying to kill you.
In the dark.
Right. So what do you think is getting ready to happen with that?
I think it's not going to get his case dismissed. It's just going to be more evidence for the jury. Oh, yeah, and I'm going to be at that trial now, so I'm going to need a media pass.
Really? Because it starts, in May? It starts in May.
New York City.
Okay, we need you to report live.
Oh, I will.
No, definitely. Okay, so here's the other thing with that, because, we're all watching and everything else. What is the truth with this book? Because there is a guy named Courtney Burgess, they said, who, right? Is that his name? Who's testifying before the grand jury, and he did or something and said that the book was real, that Kim Porter did have a book. Now Al B. Sure is saying it in a documentary. Y'all saw this, that Al B. Sure is saying now there was a book.
Oh, no, I did. Okay, I didn't know Al B. was saying that. But my understanding of what Courtney, the guy, so apparently this guy, Courtney, gave the jump drive to this white man who's a conspiracy theorist, who then named the book author Jamal T. Millwood, which was an alias for Tupac.
I read that book.
Yeah,
so it's an alias. The name's an alias.
Yeah, the alias. Wow. But and my issue with the alias is he knew he was a white man, and he put this black alias on here to get black people. Yeah, because if you put, Hunter Smith, we're going to be like, who the hell is Hunter Smith?
Jamal
right?
Elwood.
He did that. But I think what the guy Courtney was saying is he received the jump drive. He didn't look at it. He doesn't know what's on it. And he too says, I don't know if it's correct. So that's part of the drama there. And then for Al be sure to say a book did exist, the question becomes, well, then what are the facts? Now, because Al is saying the book that was released is not correct, but it also says he's a little bit gay sometimes.
Right.
Well, yeah, because at first, I swear he was supporting the book for a second, and then that part of the book came out where it said he was, experimenting.
JJ?
And he
read it. JJ read the book.
I read it. It convinced me.
It convinced you?
It convinced me.
Why did it convince you, though, JJ?
I mean, it just flowed. I mean, you when you look at Kim, and I mean, I knew. So I'm in the entertainment business, so I knew some of
these stories
from the jump.
Yep.
But then when DeDe said read that book, and then it just started flowing. It started making just a tad bit sense.
Wait, were there any comedians in that book?
No. But hold on a second. Let me just say something about that book. Al B. Sure is in the documentary saying that Diddy tried to poison him or kill him.
Okay, I believe that.
But that was also in the book. So everything that Al B. Sure is saying is true now, except for the sex part with Diddy.
Except for the gay part,
That was
allegedly.
the only thing that he's trying to say wasn't true. Makes you go, okay, fine. But I know it ain't.
Right, I'm like,
But here's the other thing somebody said, Symone, and is this true? You can't sit there and say the book is fake, pull it off the market because you say the book is fake, but then the kids turned around and said, it's real, give it to us, they said. Is that true? That they were saying that the kids are now saying that the book belongs to them. So how can a book belong to you if it's fake?
Let me put my
I'm trying to understand
down.
what's true.
So here's the thing. What belongs to them is the right to profit from anything that belonged to their mother.
But if it doesn't belong to her.
So truth or lies, the story belongs to her.
It's her story.
Truth or lies is her story. So it would be no different than if someone made a movie about their mother. Right,
and they should profit
whether
and
it
get
was
the money.
fiction or not. Correct,
Oh,
because
wow.
people are going to that movie theater because it's their mama.
So
Okay.
they should profit.
Correct.
Okay.
In the same way that if it was Kim herself was alive, she'd be up here like, you told the story about me. Run me my coin.
But what if it's a lie? They just use her
It
name.
doesn't matter. Think about it. If she was alive and it was a lie, she'd be suing them, saying, "Give me the money you profited by lying on me."
So it still could be a lie, and the family still
Correct.
can get the money and profit.
Correct.
So it doesn't make it real just because they're saying, "Give me."
Yeah, and they're going to get this money real easy from that book. Here's why. With Amazon, they hold your money for 60 days.
Oh, really?
And so that man hasn't gotten a dime. He's sold books, but it's in an account with Amazon, where Amazon is sitting there. And so it's a perfect time for a lawyer to come in, represent the family, and say, run all these money to me.
It ain't a lot of money. They took it off the market after 2 weeks.
Yeah, but it did make a lot of sales. Allegedly sold $1 million, and it was $20.
I bought it. Now, why did they get rid of it so quick? Who did that? Who do you think pulled it that quick in
The
2
family.
weeks?
I think it was
in
the
2
family.
weeks, though?
It was the family, and it was the 1-star reviews because a bunch of people were like, "This is some foolishness." So they go, "This is a capitalist society."
Well, we love foolishness too.
We do.
Right?
I love some men.
Even if it's fake, we want to read all that.
Yeah.
Salacious.
Yeah.
So what about the part they said they left out? Are they gonna release that?
Yeah, really.
That's the question is who has it. So I want to ask Albie.
DeDe.
Okay, if it's a real book, who got the book? 'Cause that's what I want to read.
Right.
I want to hear them tell the business.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of tapped
over
out. Yeah, I am. I actually am because I
Fair
don't know
enough.
what's fake or real anymore.
Yeah.
And these allegations keep popping up. I'm kind of tapped out. I really.
You know
am.
what? I'm starting to get, I won't even say I'm tapped out. I'm now looking at it differently. Like I even said, let me tell you why. I said I will not be talking about Jay-Z's situation and the allegations against him. Right. And my reason for not talking about Jay-Z anymore on the air or even bringing that up is because we have a president who had allegations against him. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sexual misconduct allegations, rape, and everything else, and he's the president of the United States. So if we're not going to hold him to a certain standard or call him out or bring it up, Jay-Z, whatever, it's just allegations.
Ooh, and let me add, Abercrombie and Fitch. That's CEO.
Nobody is saying nothing about him.
For
No one's saying anything about Garth Brooks.
Garth Brooks made his disappear.
Right. Nobody's talking about Garth Brooks' situation.
Gone.
But everybody want to talk about and bring up Jay-Z. So I'm like, no, we're not. We not.
And those accusations are just so loose. Let me tell you, when I listen to that slow girl talk.
Nuh-uh. Don't.
What?
Don't you call her that.
You didn't mean to say that, did you?
She's not fast.
She said not fast.
You're right. She's not fast.
Okay, she's not fast. When I listen to that lady talk, I said, she's sitting up here lying. Okay? First of all, she talking about something. She was a 13-year-old in the parking lot, talking to limo drivers. And the limo driver said, "Oh, you're what Sean would like. You're what Diddy would like." No, you're not. I saw your silhouette. There's no way.
Well, okay, that was 20 years ago.
I don't care. She was 13 that many years ago. And then when we talk about just the facts, she said she drove 5 hours.
Her dad did. He can't remember.
He can't remember. But also, who got you down there? She's like my homegirl, my this or that. It was Rochester, New York.
Okay, let me ask you this then.
No.
Somebody said to me, is this a fake story that now you throw so many holes in it? If you're Jay-Z, this is a great defense. You throw so many holes in it that now if somebody else comes back and tries to sue you, everybody just dismisses it because it's like so many.
With something that, let's say, is more credible, but already I had to dismiss some bull,
right.
So now it's
everything's
everything's bull.
Exactly. And I think that's why he's going so
Great
hard to use this as his redemption, as his vindication.
Okay, so let me go even further. Is it possible that they set this thing up themselves to have a bull one in the beginning and free it up for the rest?
It could be, because I really feel like that lady was just lonely and bored sitting in her Alabama trailer. And then she heard about 1-800-LAWYER and said, I'm lonely today. Let me call up over that hotline.
No, hold on. She called Busby?
She called Busby.
What's his number?
She called him?
What is his number? 1-800-CALL-LAWYER. What is his number?
It was something stupid like that.
Well, hold on a second.
Like that.
I got to be honest with you. And here's the other problem with this Tony Busby guy, right? This attorney. Allegedly, did y'all see he has a new lawsuit or something? Some woman came out. A woman was married to some millionaire, right? She was married to a millionaire and this and that. She went to him about doing, I guess, a divorce. Somehow they had a relationship and he gave her an STD that's incurable, she said. Tony Busby, allegedly, the attorney. And she said that he gave her this disease knowing it. And then he took her case and tried to cover it up to make it look like she got this venereal disease from her husband.
Yes.
And she said she got it from him.
Did her husband leave her?
I think they were going through a divorce or something like that.
Shoot.
Incurable.
You don't have to stay with your husband, and if the two of y'all got it, y'all gonna have to make that work.
But she said no. She's saying that she got it from Tony Busby.
I believe. See, when I said the thing about Busby suing Jay-Z, it's going to create like World War II or I in the legal world,
right?
Because this is the stuff. I believe Jay-Z was behind finding that person. He probably had those private investigators that said, we got to discredit this man.
Right.
Here is our strategy.
And you got the money to send it, right?
And you got the money,
resources.
Yeah.
So now let me ask you this, Symone, because we're hearing the attorneys now are starting to be the one. We need a reality show on attorneys. Matter of fact, we need to be following you because aren't you in Houston with Tony Busby?
Yes, I am.
If he asked you to work for his law firm, would you do it?
I don't think it would be a good fit.
Why?
I really don't like how he did the Deshaun Watson case.
Okay.
I'm still not.
He was the one who did Deshaun Watson.
He did that case. Deshaun Watson was the quarterback of the Houston Texans. He was accused of assault.
Yeah.
on a bunch of different masseuses
Yeah.
that worked on him. And I have a few issues with it, but I'll say this. One, I know one of the girls bold-faced was lying.
Really?
Yeah, she was in a consensual relationship with him.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But what happened was the investigators, this is my understanding. If I'm incorrect, just let us know. But my understanding is the investigators.
Down below, yeah.
Down below.
Down right down.
Comment below. The investigators basically went and looked for masseuses that he had used and asked him, do you want to join the lawsuit?
Wow.
I don't like that.
That's like, hey, do you want to play the lotto?
I don't
And
like
then
that.
you're like,
And
well,
you
yeah,
know
I
what?
got a chance of
will.
getting
And it's
$50,000.
like, if you tell me, do I want to join this lawsuit against this multimillionaire who has a pending contract for hundreds of millions, and I don't have to pay you a dime to join?
What?
So it's not like they had to put up any effort. They say, oh, we'll get you, we'll give you a percentage at the end. The other thing that I don't like is, let me tell you about this little Me Too movement. I think it's great. I think it's what we need. But what I like here is in the Deshaun Watson thing, they said he went and got a massage, and he said, will you touch my pee-pee? I like that. Ask me first. Ask me.
Okay.
And
You're
then
right.
when I say no,
No.
don't bother me.
And don't move
he
my
didn't
hand.
bother-
Don't grab my hand
Don't-
and move it to there. I hate that.
Yeah,
Yeah, don't force it.
Yeah, we're going to fight
I
at
hate
that point.
that. Ooh,
But if you
trauma.
ask me, yeah.
Did he
I
force?
said,
Did he
hate
grab
that.
your hand?
Don't try to grab my
Did he-
hand and be like, here. No.
No.
I don't want to
You
touch
don't like
it.
directions?
No,
No, I don't
it's
want.
no.
Don't give me no instructions or directions. Let me figure it out
Right.
myself. And if I
Okay.
do it wrong or do it right, that's on me.
Simone, you the same.
And
But it's
y'all-
something about picking your hand up, though.
No.
Is it?
It's something about it,
And
though.
JJ and y'all, don't in the middle of the night try to do this to me either and make me
oh,
and hit me
I'm
with
sorry.
it.
Oh,
Whoa.
no.
Don't hit me with it.
Whoa.
No, that's
Don't
that's
hit-
You know what? Flashback?
That's
What is it? Wait, time out. What's in that cup? You losing your mind?
Yeah.
But go ahead. Let's talk.
no. I
Not
just think, I
focused.
don't know. Let us know down below in the comments. But I feel like if you ask me a question like, I want you to ask, okay?
Right.
I want a chance to consent or not. And then if I tell you no and you go on about your business, I don't believe that's a crime. But arguably, some people do.
Say that it is.
I think.
That's interesting. So you're saying if he asked her to touch it, she says no, that's not sexual assault to you.
I don't believe that. No, because she's asking. The whole Me Too is we said, I want to consent. So he's giving you the opportunity. And let's remember,
That's
this
an
is a
interesting
massage
argument.
studio
Damn.
where there are a lot of happy ending places. And they don't advertise, hey, come here for a happy
yeah,
ending.
because that part isn't allowed.
Right. So I could see how in that environment,
Yeah.
it's
You
a
might
private
think-
one-on-one room. I'm already butt
All right,
naked.
hold on a second. Let me ask a question. JJ, you ever had a happy ending or they ever how does it work? How do they
How does it work?
Yeah, I mean, do they say, "Hey, you want a happy ending?"
I'm
or
gonna be honest. I've never had a happy
you've
end
never
at-
had
at-
one?
at a
They
massage.
never asked? No one has ever
I've been going to the wrong one.
Yeah, you must be.
Yeah.
They ain't
You
even
gotta go to the ones in the
propositioned you?
hood.
I gotta go to the hood now.
Yeah, they're in the hood.
How do
Never.
they do it? I want to cruise. Have they ever
My happy endings usually tend to involve just me.
Oh, no woman, nobody. No, I'm talking about. No, that's really gross. It's TMI.
No, I don't. No, but I have been at past and no establishments that yes, that is supplied.
Did they have
They
burglar
will?
bars?
I'm sorry.
Did they have burglar bars?
I'm not snitching on.
Okay, let
that
me ask.
part.
When they say it to you, like, do they ask you? Like, how does it work?
No, it's more.
'Cause
of
no
a-
one's ever- I've
no,
never had a happy
not,
ending.
Not
I
at
don't
the
know women. Do we
front.
get 'em?
Not at the front. Not when you walk in. It's more of a one-on-one thing once you're in the room. It's
Wait,
like that.
Symone, do you like a happy ending? Like when I talk about happy endings, have you ever had one? Like, do women get happy endings?
I know of someone who has as a woman.
I'm sorry, what?
I have not. I just have boyfriend.
No, but they do. It's like men. A happy ending for a woman is what?
That's my question.
A
What
happy
is- what
ending
is
for a
it?
woman. Like if a woman
A
is laying
completion
on
of
what?
some sort. A completion of some sort.
What kind of completion, Symone?
I don't know. I haven't asked her for details.
I need to know what I need
real.
to know what a happy ending is for a woman in
Oh,
there.
we can text her when it's over.
Okay, let me ask you a question though, because again,
Later
anybody
today.
ever seen the guys that be like massaging the women and it's real sexual with all the
this
oil?
girl-
They probably, yeah, they'll
Those
do
are
it
happy
for sure.
endings, right?
They
Yeah, I
can,
think so,
for
yeah.
sure.
Those are going to be happy.
For
Now, that's why I
sure.
asked. My question is: a happy ending for a woman? Is it going to be sex, or is it more foreplay ish?
They probably have different price points.
Really? Do you think there's guys that give happy endings to a woman and complete sex? Like,
Yes.
How?
No.
Where?
Oh, yeah, especially in Atlanta. Those Atlanta guys, well, first of all, half of them are gay a little bit. And so they don't care either way. They're like, oh, this is a job, like taking out the trash, working for the post office. So I do think they do
So
both
wait,
of them.
do they go as far as having sex? These gay guys with women?
Yeah.
Oh, they will.
Yeah, it's
So
easier. Think about it. It's easier for them. It's like delivering your mail.
It's nothing. They're
No,
not even there really.
For pay.
Huh.
Yeah.
wow.
I didn't know they would have sex with women even though they're gay.
Right.
Well, they don't want you to know they're gay. first of all. So, yeah, they'll do
Oh,
that.
they'll keep a secret.
Yeah.
Have you ever dated a guy, Simone, that you thought was on the down low?
Yeah.
Shut up. She said, yeah. How'd you know? And
Well,
what
I'm
was
getting
it?
older. You can't be as picky.
Really?
He was really nurturing. I'll say that. And
Too
pretty.
nurturing.
He was real good looking.
He was real good
He was
looking?
good at massages. He loved apricot body scrub.
Nope.
I think that should have been my indicator.
He liked apricot body scrub.
Yeah, he'd always try to scrub me down with that.
And he was real pretty. He was real good looking.
Girl, he was trying to pretty you up.
He tried to
He
scrub
was-
you down.
He was like a Mandingo warrior. He was very masculine, but like gorgeous. Think of like gorgeous bone structure, but like Mandingo.
Mhm. And so you
I'm gonna leave
thought,
that
and
part
so
out,
did you
but-
think he was on the down low when you were with him, or was it later on? you
Yeah.
look back?
So later, when I look back, well, when I was with him, what made me question it is he didn't have no friends, or the friends that he did had all looked gay. And
That's
like
when
and
the clique of guys looks too pretty, like prettier than the girls.
And he would never bring
Yeah.
them around me. And I
His
remember
friends?
they were all on like a firefighter calendar or something
Oh,
with their
shut up,
shirts
girl.
off.
Come on.
His besties.
Your
And I
gaydar
said, well,
wasn't
you know,
working.
how about I cook and we'll invite your friends over? Oh, they were never available. I think it's because if I met him, I would see how gay they were. And I don't know a lot of straight black men with besties who are gays, unless it's like a relative or they
Right.
knew a
Grew up
pre-gay.
with him, maybe
Yeah,
kind of
grew up with
thing.
him
I feel what you're
pre-gay.
saying. I feel what you're
Okay,
saying. Right.
okay. And so you thought this
Pre-gay.
guy was on the D. How long did you date him?
Oh, like a 90-day probationary period.
90.
Now, did you just let him go, or did you ask him?
No, I didn't know. I didn't ask him. I
like
didn't
it,
want to
bro.
hurt his
I
feelings.
asked a guy that one time, and when I asked him, my brother said, "You're done." You
Yeah,
guys
the
are
relationship
done.
would be over.
Yeah,
I
he
knew that
said
would be
if
it.
you have to, if
Okay.
a guy will be so offended, but I really didn't know because people were telling me rumors that he was this guy that I was kind of interested in. So I just,
You wanted to confirm that was
Yeah.
yeah. In the words of my mother,
I
my,
wanted to know.
my mama
He
said,
said,
"Don't
"Hi."
make
What's his name?
I'm not even saying.
that. Shame on you. We had to bleep it out.
But you get what I'm saying. I mean,
I do.
Are you
That's like my
gay?
mama's advice. She said, "Don't make that man lie to you." Like,
oh really?
yeah,
So
my
don't
mother
even
said, "Don't
ask.
make that man."
Yeah, right.
Because he gonna lie.
You should go with your
And
gut.
now where is he now? Do you have any idea?
Yeah, he's in New York City.
Is he
modeling.
married or
He's a
anything?
model.
He's a model.
No, he's not married to anything.
And did he ever ask you to do something interesting sexually
Yeah, he liked butt stuff. He wanted to put things in my bottom.
in yours, but he never asked you to put something in his?
No, we didn't get that far. I said no to my bottom, so he knew I wasn't trying to play in his. No, I think I offered. I said, well, no, I don't want that in my bottom. Let's put it in yours.
Oh hell no.
Well, you know,
Well,
I'm
y'all
a
be
very
slick with that
nurturing
though. Y'all
woman.
be slick. That's a slick response women
I'm
use when you don't
nurturing.
want any bottom action.
No, I don't want that.
That's
Exit
fine.
only.
That's fine. But at least I
Exit
mean,
only.
you know,
Yes.
yes, we get it. We get it.
But do you have girlfriends who aren't like that? Do you have girlfriends who would be like, I love it that
Oh
way?
yeah,
I
they
do
say
too.
that.
Well,
so
no, the side- yeah,
I
there's
had a
women
really
who- yeah.
aggressive enema once when
Oh,
I was 4
God.
years old,
Huh?
and ever since then, I don't want any involvement. Even when I get my laser hair removal, I used to tell her, "Don't go back there.
Okay.
Don't go back there."
All right.
That's a
All
whole
right.
nother conversation.
It
though.
is. I don't know if we feel like going there, but I'm gonna keep it moving.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
What?
that's something that women should consider doing before trying that. Just by
What?
the way, the enema. Yeah, you definitely
enema.
want to do that before you go ahead.
I
And
don't
try
even-
If you
that.
gotta
this
do all
conversation
that,
now-
we don't need to do all that.
But that's my thing is like people watch porn and they think that's normal life and
Well, can I
it's
tell you
not.
something though?
Tell
On a
us.
real
It's not
thing,
normal.
I'm not going to say names of the people. These ladies, I was out with these two ladies, and I had already heard about their reputation, but I'm okay because I didn't care. They were
Yeah,
my
but
friends.
yes, yeah,
right?
teach their own.
They were my friends, and we were sitting there one night. I'll never get it, and they were talking about sex. And I'll just say, yes, anal sex. And the two of them started talking about how to prepare for it, and they said that.
They say don't eat for a whole
and
day.
all
too.
this other kind of stuff. And one of them was saying how her current boyfriend, she had to get it. She enjoyed it so much. She was trying to get him to really enjoy it as much as she does. And he didn't enjoy it. And I'll never get the conversation because I realized then they're at a higher level than I was
of sexual
fun and
escapades.
experience and everything. And I knew I was out of my league with these girlfriends, so I stopped hanging.
You don't hang with them no more.
Yeah. Yep. I said, I'm
You
that
went and found
chick.
you a whole
Hey,
new crew,
I
then.
said, I'm that chick, but I ain't that,
That
chick.
chick.
Diddy
Them that chicks.
See the vagina crew with
And all I'll say is, And some of them messed around with famous men and entertainment men and athletes and basketball players.
I don't judge when it comes to sex.
So I just want you to know that they were really into it. That's when I knew I was out of my league.
Yeah,
DeDe put her friends in the friend portal. Let me go get me a whole new crew.
Yeah, I was like, I was never
fired.
that
You
fast.
fired everybody.
Hey, there were
I'm
them girls.
slow.
Those are them girls. My mother used to say, they too fast. Stop hanging with them fast ass girls. I went, Mama was right. In that one instance, in that conversation, I remember leaving going, Mama was right. I ain't ready for it. No. They were too fast for me. But anyways, that's interesting. So Symone, when you come back in and you're gonna follow the Diddy trial, you're going to it. You're gonna come back in. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, I will report live.
All right, good. I
Absolutely.
appreciate
I
it.
ain't gonna lie now. If you can bring an and one, I go to trial with you. I want to see this.
I know, right?
And I didn't get a chance to bring it up, but the Drake dropping that lawsuit stuff with the Spotify, are you in tune with that, or is that kind of like not out of your league?
I am a bit. But so what I wanted to say.
But no, we can't do this. No, we can't go on.
No, go ahead. Can we?
Go ahead. Okay. Well, yeah. Tell me a little bit.
What I just wanted to say about the Drake situation is what I want to know is so a lot of times, so every artist that both performs and writes like Drake does is signed to like BMI or these different ASCAP, these different entities, right, that manage the money. Well, these or that collect their royalties for them.
Yes.
And the thing is, a lot of people don't realize that entity has the ability to file a suit on your behalf when they believe that you have royalties or monies due to you that have not been received.
Okay.
And so I am curious to know whether was this all Drake? Or was this part of his royalty entity saying, oh, wait, you should have got more spins. You should have got more plays.
So it wasn't just him being petty.
Correct.
This was his way of getting back at Kendrick. It was more like his people, his companies that he's involved with, like, hey, man, they're skipping money on you. You're losing money.
I have seen I have clients who have had copyright lawsuits filed, like them filing against like Trey Songz or this or that person for infringement. And they're like, I didn't file this. It wasn't them. It was the entity that collects their royalties.
And let me sound like I did a little bit of my homework. I also feel like he's suing for something a system that kind of helped him probably in the beginning of his career as well with the streaming. And I get it. But I also feel like if this exposes dirty doings in the music industry with streaming and everything else, I think at the end of the day, it is a good thing because it's going to make everybody at least clean up their act for a while.
Well, I got to be honest with you. I think the whole industry is getting cleaned. I don't think anybody's paying attention to it.
Absolutely.
Because let me tell you why. That lawsuit with Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, the director of that movie, It Ends With Us, which I watched it, and it was horrible to me.
The movie's bad. Everybody's saying it's bad.
It wasn't bad. I heard this was her cut. This was, Blake Lively took over.
Version?
Yeah, they took over. She and her husband. I love Ryan Reynolds was my crush and everything, but I just hate what they've done to this guy, this new director and stuff. Oh. Have you not paid attention
I
to this
haven't read
lawsuit?
it yet. I have it. It's just real long.
Because let me tell you what it also tells you in the lawsuit. It really shows you how Hollywood can carve out and create a narrative about you that you don't even know. Like PR people. Yeah. They were saying how Justin Baldoni allegedly hired people to say bad things about Blake Lively. He hired PR people.
Wow.
To create a narrative about who she is in the press and out here we see on social media and stuff like that. Even though I think she was already getting labeled a mean girl before him.
She does have a little bit of a...
Yeah, they say she's a mean girl. But it was just interesting to watch because it's blowing the lid on Hollywood and the way they promote and how artists and actors don't get along. You got to read it because this lawsuit is good. This lawsuit's a good one, too. There's so many lawsuits. Girl, we got to have you back. It's going to be Lawsuit Saturday on this show.
Lawsuit Saturday. There is like a
Lawsuit 2025.
For real. Because everybody and everything's getting exposed in 2025.
It's the cleansing.
It is. It really is. That's what 2025 is going to be, the cleansing year. Well, thank you for coming in, Symone. We love when you come in. You guys, make sure you follow her online. Yeah. Go to watch her on YouTube. Let them know your YouTube channel.
Yes, it's called Girl, Is That Legal? On YouTube.
And as soon as you do, after that, follow me, J. Cruz. J. Cruz with a K. That's Cruz with a K. J. Cruz on air.
All right, everybody. We'll cuss him out after this is over, everybody. On behalf of, J.J. Williamson, J.J. from the SIP, 2 Ps.
2 Ps.
By the way, I got to let you hear a song they got. Have you heard the song about Mississippi with the SIP? Have you heard the song?
I know it's a new line dance about the SIP. Yeah, I heard that.
For real?
Yeah,
we got to learn it. Oh,
right,
it's
DeDe.
DeDe.
Yeah, we'll talk to you next time. DeDe in the morning. Bye.
Bye.